On to this person who's undeniable. She's undeniable. This one is a legend. Gabriela Fundora. She's not. I don't know. She's multiple belt, but she did what she did. We expected this. I think we already talked about how when we talk about the female goats and how long Gabriela has been reigning and been in it kind of like hidden off all the women champions. And we accredited to our weight division. It's not out there front facing, and even her personality, just like her brother, they're not front facing and they're just not in your face. But she's picking up victories, quietly. 17 wins, 9 knockouts at that weight category. That's kind of impressive. I mean, she's taller than everybody, but
man, she's massive. The fight at 112. I'm like, who is compete with her at women's side? Like, just like be honest, like talent pool, highly skilled at the top, but you don't have a lot of this caliber.
This was a tough opponent. So the announcers were talking about pre-fight that they anticipated that Badillo would be able to finish the fight, but they didn't expect, they felt like she would be outworked and outpointed, but they felt like she was tough enough to make it to the end.
Yeah, she didn't make it to the end.
Yeah,
she was knocked down in the 7th and looked at the ref and shook her head like, no mas. She actually got up, beat the count, looked at the ref and was like,
She was trying everything. She was trying overhand. She was trying to go side to side. It's just she was never out Gabriela Fundora's range. It just in the knockout, vicious knockout. I mean, man, I don't know, man. The height disparity for a couple more divisions for her is still going to be a problem. I mean, any division really. Was she 5'10", 5'9"?
5'9".
Yeah, man. This is you can go all the way. You can travel all the way to heavyweight with that height in the women's game. Like,
yeah, she's taller. She's taller than Clarissa. She's taller than Clarissa.
Man,
and also just putting everything in context. She's fought 17 times, 17 victories, 9 knockouts. The GOAT right now, Clarissa has fought professionally. Let's not talk about the amateur, because also Fundora has an amateur. She's Mexican. They have very good amateur pedigree, both her and her brother. But Clarissa has 16 victories, no losses. Let's see what Carissa's knockouts are. 3 knockouts. I know you talked about the unfair advantage because she's just this giant in her weight division. I mean, she's a skinny giant, but boy, she's putting in work and she's building that resume. And there has to be a conversation. Is she one of the best flyweights in women boxing in her generation? Yes, but now we're going to these people that are claiming GOAT in the many divisions, the Serranos who have been here for a long time, the Taylors who have been here, Savannah Marshall, all these people that stake that claim and clashing the Baumgardner, and we put Fundora in the mix. Yes, I think she deserves that shout.
Yeah, and then let's when it comes to comparing resumes, when you have somebody on the caliber of a Clarissa Shields who has a documentary before they ever turn pro, you're not sneaking up on anybody,
right?
You know what I mean? There are no. The tune-ups aren't really necessarily tune-ups. Like the confidence builders are. It's a different makeup. So
yeah,
people you gotta be willing. They know they know full well what they stepping into the ring with and what they signing up for.
Right.
You know,
And a person like Carissa right now at her level, she didn't need belts. I understand it because I think the game was told like they're paying for these belts, so they don't want most big names don't even want those belts. Like Canelo doesn't want the belts, like because he doesn't want to pay these organizations to hold their belt. And I can see a Fundora having all four, which is I'm including the Ring magazine. She has that one too.
administration fees.
Yeah, those fees are ridiculous to just hold them, and these are just accessories. And really and truly, Carissa is going to get the big fights because she's front facing, she's everywhere, she's marketable, bro. Like she's same thing as Baumgartner, and now Baumgartner has that fuel, which is most valuable promotions. Pandora has De La Hoya. I don't know how De La Hoya does. Well, Golden Boy does with their boxers. I don't know. It's something about Marchroom and Golden Boy, and weirdly enough, Golden Boy had the Golden Goose, which was Canelo at one time, but how that works. There's some fighters have had issues with Golden Boy, and I hope they handle this. This lady needs to be everywhere, especially with the Mexican community, with how Mexicans love boxing, with the pedigree that she's building and the legacy that she's building. She needs more. She needs more. She needs more gas. She needs more lighter. She needs to be hotter than that. I think I may be wrong, but I think there's something there that I think Golden Boy could do to get her popping for the casual. But hey,
Probably.
I think that's kind of also a testament to the weight division she's in, and I think there's a certain people. Obviously, when you have a promotion company, it's very important in this game, but the fighter themselves have to also understand the power of marketing and things like that as well. So I don't necessarily feel like you can put it squarely on your fighters when you have people that use their phones and their cameras as vehicles. And for her, she doesn't seem to be interested. She's just interested in fighting. I think for her, it's a natural progression. It's a lighter weight class, just like a Manny Pacquiao, right? Starts at a very low weight class and works his way up. I think I could see Gabriela moving up because she's gonna want the competition. Her brother necessarily doesn't have to move because there is competition at his weight class. There's big fights to be made, but I'm sure she want to chase greatness and chase the big fights that'll happen in other divisions. So we just gotta appreciate what we're seeing right now, and just accept it, man, and see what happens. I think it's gonna be a tough out for anybody she faces.
She goes by the moniker Sweet Poison.
Yeah, that's why. That's like, yeah, psycho.
all right.